Well, before I start anything, first of all, if you hear me sniffling a lot, is because I am extremely sick, but we're gonna make it through this video. But yeah, anyway, Rangers win, baby, 6-3 over the loser New York Islanders. What a win for the Rangers as they go in the UBS Arena and absolutely obliterate those absolute losers. Imagine getting season over chance in your own barn. Oh, they're such a loser franchise sometimes. And I'm sorry to the Islander fans that are probably watching this, that some of you are actually great, but some of these fans, oh man, they just don't know how to behave, and it is comical to troll them, and it's comical to mess with them. Before we dive further into the action, be sure to leave a like on this video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We recap every single Ranger game here on the channel, as well as turn your notifications on so you know exactly when I upload. But what a win. They've been red hot, of course. So the Rangers go into the night having, what is it, 3 straight shutouts? And you thought maybe it would be 4 for a while, but unfortunately, the Islanders did end up getting on the board in here. But it doesn't matter because the Rangers got the 2 points. That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to you. And that's all that matters to the Rangers itself. So anyway, let's dive into this. First period was a bit of a quiet period. Mika Zibanejad, he had a chance early from the blue line, but that, of course, ended up being stopped. That was the first chance of the game. The first line always starting off with a strong shift. Barzal then got a chance alone, and Georgiev gloved that. So how about Georgiev stopping a breakaway early? That's making a statement, is it not? Trouba then denied Zizekas on a chance, making a nice play there. Kreider then got denied in front. He was alone, and Pelech high stick Kreider on that same sequence, but nothing was called there. And it didn't matter because the Rangers made quick work as they go up 1-0 only in about 4 minutes into the game. And it is Andrew Copp from Artemi Panarin and Jacob Trouba. Panarin with just a beautiful, beautiful pass to Copper, who snipes that one glove side. And the Rangers go up 1-0 early. Miller then, he makes a nice defensive play to break up the Islanders' rush. Strome then and gets a 2-on-1 with Panarin, and Strome tries to pass it, but that pass got too far. But the second line continues to press as Strome got a chance in the slot off a feed from Copp. That was 9. And the Rangers kept pushing with that line, and it ends up working out because Panarin with a beautiful cross ice feed to Andrew Copp backdoor, who buries it for a second of the night. Adam Fox also picks up an apple on that one. Rangers go up 2-0 real quick. And then Kreider, the Kreider line had some great puck movement, and that almost led to a tip in front of the net from him, but he ends up tipping that one too high. Then Goody with a chance that got knocked away by Varlamov as he shot that from the dot. Islanders then got a chance in front, but Georgiev kept that out. I don't remember who it was from. But then Barzal got a chance in front, but Lindy, how about Ryan Lindgren making a nice defensive play to tie him up? And the Rangers then score after that late in the period. And guess who it is? Andrew Copp with a hat trick in the first period of play. He buries that one on the give and go with Ryan Strome. And Artemi Panarin, of course, picks up an assist on that as he gets his 3rd assist. So the Rangers make themselves noticeable. And what a great first period. What a statement period by the Rangers. And they make quick work as they led in shots 9-8 over the Islanders, playing great hockey all around. Second period, unfortunately, though, the shutout streak ended as the Islanders got on the board quick. Nelson scored because DeAndre Miller, for whatever reason, decided to show some ass like he's Kim Kardashian instead of tying up Brock Nelson in front of that. So that ends up going in, and it's 3-1. Kreider then set up Vetrano in front, who couldn't bury a chance. Top, Panarin and Strome, they had a great shift with the way they were moving the puck. I mean, all night with them. How about the way that that line moves the puck? World class. World class. And the Rangers' entire top 6 does it, and it's been that way lately. Bellows, and he had a clean look that was covered by Georgiev. Islanders kept pressing. It got scary as Wahlstrom hit the crossbar off the faceoff. It's like, what are we doing here? Georgie then had to make a couple good saves. It's like, come on. And there was the 4th line, of course, on the ice for that. It's the 4th line. They didn't have the best night. They looked a bit better at the end, as we'll talk about that. But overall, it was a little scary. Panarin then set up Lindgren for a chance in front. How about Lindgren getting in the slot, getting in the dirty area? I mentioned it last video. The defensemen are starting to join the rush a bit, and you're seeing that a lot more often. Petrano then, he had a chance in front, but he shot that one a bit wide. Fox had tried to set one up in front for a tip-in, but no one was able to connect. Bellows had shot wide. Bellows had a great game for the Islanders. He was really get me worried sometimes. He was hitting posts, hitting crossbars, shooting a bit wide. Panarin and Strome then got a 2-on-1. Strome shot that one, and that one got knocked away by Varlamov. Third line had their first noticeable shift then of the game as Lafreniere was all over them, and Barclay Goodrow was throwing some nice hits there. Hedl, I think that was the same shift where he had a little play behind the net where he tried to set up, I think it was Goodrow in front of the net. Palmieri then tripped Ryan Lindgren. We go to the power play, and of course, Palmieri was bitching about that. And the Rangers, of course, score on the power play, and guess who it is? Christopher, I should say, James Kreider with his 51st of the season for Fox and Zibanejad. Snipes went off a beautiful, or he didn't snipe one. He got a rebound off a beautiful snipe from Fox is what I meant to say. I shouldn't say it was a beautiful snipe because it didn't go in, but you get the idea here. But he got the rebound off of an Adam Fox shot, and the Islanders start deciding to act like babies as they start pushing and shoving the Rangers around. That led to Wahlstrom and Trouba getting roughing penalties, but it is what it is. Lafreniere was just laughing at them. It was funny to see. And on the 4-on-4, Ryan Strome snipes one off a beautiful feed from Artemi Panarin, and Fox gets an assist on that one too, and the Rangers go up 5-1, and you pretty much knew right then and there this one was over. 10-9 in favor of the Islanders for shots that period. I thought that the Rangers played a solid period towards the end. I think they started off a bit slow, but I love the way that they ended the period. Third period, it got a little bit weird, to be honest. I didn't like the way they played too much in the third period, but it is what it is. I'm nitpicking here. Strome hooked Barzal, but again, that was a soft call. I said it on Twitter. I didn't like that call at all, and it was just a weird one. Palmieri then shot one that was saved on the goal line. That got reviewed, and for whatever reason, Islander fans were trying to say that counted. Do you not know that if you bulldoze the goalie, it's goal interference? Apparently, they don't know that, but it didn't matter as Brock Nelson scored from the slot and went 5 on Georgiev as he couldn't see the puck there at all, and that ends up making a 5-2 game. Panarin then tried to pass on the cop, but that pass got broken up. Miller then had a chance that was knocked away with the glove by Varlamov. Georgiev then with a big save on Palmieri. He has to come out of the crease to make that save, and Georgiev came up with some big saves tonight. Hedl then tried to set up Lafreniere in front, but that pass got broken up. Unfortunately, Lafreniere almost scored a goal there. Did I say it the other way around? Hedl set up Lafreniere. I don't know if I said it backwards there. Fox had tried to set up Strome for a chance, but that was broken up by Barzal. Bellows then hit a post again. That was a common theme. And then the Rangers make it a 6-2 game as Ryan Reeves, off of a great defensive play from Lafreniere, who does the give and go with Barclay Goodrow, and then Lafreniere passes it over backdoor to Ryan Reeves, and Reeves buries that. And I don't know who that was back checking for the Islanders, but he looked like a fucking idiot. He looked like a fucking idiot, spinning like a Beyblade instead of defending Ryan Reeves there. Unfortunately, though, the Islanders answered right back as Josh Bailey scored on a cross-ice pass. Beautiful pass there from Noah Dobson, but no one was covering him. And, of course, it was K'Andre Miller that should have been covering. But Chara gets the assist there, too. Didn't matter because the Rangers ended up holding on to win this game. Not many chances other than that afterwards. Rangers win this game. Shots in that period, 11-5 in favor of the Islanders. In total, it was 29-23 in favor of the Islanders. Face-off percentage, 55-45 in favor of the Islanders. Hits 27-26 in favor of the Rangers. Block shots 13-10 in favor of the Rangers, and 11 giveaways for the Rangers, 7 for the Islanders. In terms of each line, the top line of Kreider, Zibanejad, Vatrano. How do you not resign Vatrano, man? How do you not resign him? We traded a 4th round pick for this guy, and this was one of his worst games. But he still looked good. He still looked good. Kreider, looked really good tonight. And I thought Mika did. For the second line, they were easily the best line. Panarin, Strome, and Kopp. The way that they move the puck, it makes me laugh my fucking ass off and scream at my TV and just get so excited. I'm fist bumping just at some basic passes. But it's like we haven't seen this in all the years of the Rangers rebuilding. This is what we've been waiting for. Strome looks so good tonight. How often do I get to say that lately? Kopp looked even better. And Panarin looked even better too. He had 4 assists. Kopp with 3 goals in the first period. And he ended up leaving the game after this. It was more precautionary, it sounds like, from Gallant after the game. Third line, Lafreniere, Chytil, and Gaudreau. I thought that they were okay. They had times where they spent too much time in the defensive zone, and then there were times where they spent a lot of time in the offensive zone. I'm not going to nitpick. I liked what I saw from them. The fourth line with Hunt, Rooney, and Reeves, I thought that they played a decent game. There were times where they spent too much time in the defensive zone, but my God, Reeves with 8 hits on the night. He had over 15 minutes of ice time tonight. And you think that has to do with the fact that the Rangers were dominating this game and they just wanted to, try some new things and just get some of the other guys out there, just give them ice time and be safe with the guys for the playoffs. You want to rest them up. So I like that coaching decision by Gallant. For the defense, Lindgren and Fox, great night for them. Great night for them. There's no other way to put it. Fox with 3 apples. Lindgren with great defensive plays, noticeable ones. Happy with his performance. I need a tissue real quick here. Sorry about that. But anyway, Miller and Trouba. Miller had a bit of a rough night, I thought. I thought Miller had a bit of a rough night. Personally, I think that there were times where he made too many turnovers. One was, I remember thankfully though, Barclay Goodrow, this was in the third period. He ended up keeping that shift alive in the offensive zone there. Trouba, I thought, had a great game though, personally. And then for Braun and Schneider, I thought that they had a pretty good game as well. I liked what I saw from them, and I liked that they actually got some minutes. Georgiev, I thought he had a great night as well, despite what the numbers say. I thought he was good. Most of the goals I can't even blame him for, as the Rangers hold on to win this one. And let's get to Twitter, as we get to do that for the first time in a while, because I've been busy at Citi Field lately. Anyway, NY 10, great. Team win on a scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate this performance tonight? I'd say this is an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. There were times where I didn't like how they played, specifically in the start of the second period, and then there was times in the third period. But overall, I thought that they played a good enough game. So I'm not going to nitpick too much here. I'd say an 8 out of 10. Luke Dolt says, Greg, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, but I know who you're talking about. Must be in shambles that the Rangers be a team that would have made his expanded playoffs. Yeah, well, fuck that guy. He's a New Jersey Devils fan, so that says all you need to know about him and his idiotic biased take there. Can't stand these NHL writers that can't drop their biased takes aside. Absolute losers. And New York Style 24 says extend Kopp now. I could not agree more. Could not agree more with that. But I think that's about it. So the Rangers now tie for first place, which of course we love to see. And oh boy, this was a fun win. It's always fun beating the Islanders, isn't it? But that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Ranger fans. And I will see you in the next one. Let's go Rangers, baby.